Okay. Now the other thing you might need is a gas leak detector, which I have, here it is right here. And we're going to go walk around the house. We're going to walk around the house and we're going to check the meter to see if it's leaking.
Alright, so we're going to go out,
Okay.
we'll walk
This has
around.
an off and an on.
Thanks, Earl.
And it turns up and down. You see? For sensitivities, we leave it somewhere. Okay, and that's that. Now we're going to go. See, Lee's going to go like this. You get it moving, Dad. The glass is all single pane.
Metal frame at that.
And I wrote that down. I even it doesn't measure at all. And the windows are.
It should not, because your garage should be separated from the house.
And it's okay if it leaks out, but let me say this. Single glass, storm, metal, and one glass, wood.
Okay.
We got single glass glaze.
What was that? The basement windows?
Basement windows are single glazed also.
So should they be changed?
Well, is the basement conditioned? I happen to know that this basement is conditioned. Maybe a good thing to do.
To change
They're
the
all
windows?
single glazed.
Seeing the roof is a little tricky at night, but you definitely want to be looking at the roof.
Oh, okay.
That's the dryer vent there.
Wait,
that's
not
the electric turn off, and that
Yeah.
is another electric device. I'd like to look in the basement before I comment on what those are. But
We can look at if we can see the sheet, we can tell what size this system is. That's one thing that we want to know. So we look at this sheet here, and we look in the model number. And if you look in the model number,
see.
How do you know it's 3
I'll
ton?
just make a note of that. Right over here on the label around the side, if you walk around the side of the camera, that's a...
So you see this model number here? The 36 in the model number signifies that's a 3-ton system because there are 12,000 BTUs per ton of cooling. So 36 goes into 12 evenly. That gives you 3 tons. HCFC R22. Well, that's R22. Okay, so it's I don't know. This is kind of off track.
3-ton R22.
Yeah.
But what about a sear? Does it have a sear on there?
Does not have a sear. Okay, sears are very difficult things to come by. You could but there is a manufacture date on it, which is rare. 96, 13 years old. You wouldn't bet that this is more than a 10 sear unit, being that it's 96. Dryer vent, dryer vent.
Oh, where is that?
There's the dryer vent, right next to the spigot. Okay.
What? The gutter is off?
See this gutter? Draining straight down. Right down into the basement. Possibly could lead to some moisture in the basement. Do you have any moisture in the basement ever?
Yes.
You do?
What kind of moisture are you talking about?
Wetness.
Wetness? Whenever it rains, in the rehearsal room, in the far corner, there's the carpet tends to get wet.
Somehow, it could be okay because this drain away thing is here.
Well, obviously somebody wanted to go into the lawn, and Leah, this house is sitting on a hill in such a way that water does drain to the back.
Yeah.
So there's a good chance it might be anyhow not even an issue, but you know, having your gutters right is kind of nice.
Attic is vented with gable vents. Okay, you see that's a gable vent there. That's venting the attic. So we know that the attic is vented from that gable vent.
Did you see the gable vent?
Yeah, but what you want to do is acknowledge the number of cubic feet, number of square feet per area of the attic. There's supposed to be feet of attic, 1,800 square feet. It should have, hey, pay attention, Mig. 1,800 square feet should have 6 square feet minimum, according to my understanding.
Right?
For the attic square footage. And that's about 1 square foot. And I don't think there's one on the other side. You have a poorly vented attic.
Because it's a louvered vent, so it's 1 square foot of open area.
Louvered vents count as open area.
No soffit venting.
Now I was just out here checking the leaks. I did this side here. I did this pipe here. I didn't get any specific leak spots yet. I'm not quite done.
He's checking the
And
gas
in the
leaks.
morning, I'm going to go over to that
Right.
and do it from the outside also.
You didn't see any gas leaks?
Yeah, and the ambient carbon monoxide inside is such that, yeah, unless you object, I'm going to just set up the blower door right now.
You may do your test in whatever order makes you feel comfortable.
Now, I have a certain technique I use for doing this, which is relatively straightforward, and I'm going to just take this. Now, it's pretty well secured, okay? I'm going to take this and go
And if you notice, this family is relatively energy conscious. They do have compact fluorescence mostly everywhere.
compact fluorescence.
Compact fluorescence is little spirals, light bulbs.
Okay,
Oh, yes.
right.
Compact fluorescent light bulbs, otherwise known as CFLs.
Oh, I didn't know those were like for energy efficiency. I always thought they were brighter.
Oh, yeah, they use
Oh,
about
okay.
1/4 the energy.
So you like the light that comes off of it.
I just hear it's dangerous though if one of those breaks, like if one of those breaks open, you have to vacate the room and let it air out for a bit.
Yeah, I mean it's not that. You know, there's more mercury in an old school thermostat. There's more mercury that gets pumped into you in a vaccine than is in this light bulb. So it's not that, you know, and also the amount of carbon dioxide that's put into the atmosphere through the mercury is less than what, you know, is less than the incandescent bulb would put in, you know. So all in all, it's a better product. There are some safety considerations that should be taken into account, but just as long as you dispose of them properly, you're doing the good thing.
That cone light, yeah, that cone light is a fluorescent. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good exhibit too. You've got different types of compact fluorescent. You've got the floodlight types, you've got the standard types. So I also noticed in the bathroom you have the, like these are the more cool colors, right? You can kind of see the different coloring of the light.
I thought they were more because I think the ones in the bathroom are more cool colored.
More cool color.
Yeah, they give off more of a blue hue, and then these they give off yellow.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I would agree with you.
I always thought these were for aesthetic purposes, for more brighter light, but now I see why. That's really cool. If it cuts our electrical.
And don't let Leia see me kicking the blower door, okay? She really reacts poorly to that kind of thing.
I try to take care of my equipment.
I myself.
Okay, so a couple things. Don't get too far ahead. I mean, are we actually going to do this test?
No, we're not doing it. We're just setting it up, but do not turn it on yet.
Okay, so let's talk about it then, because there are a couple things that you're missing in the setup. So what additional things would you do in this setup?
I get the hose deal, and I'm gonna stick it in there. Like right now, I'm gonna push about 5 feet of hose out the door. But what you're really suggesting is you got to open the screen door.
At
Okay.
least, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm all good like that. Okay.
I'm okay with you skipping some steps, but you got to tell me the real deal.
Oh, okay. You're saying open the screen door is considered a key thing. This has 4 locks. First it gets adjusted to size. And then there you go. It goes like that. That's item 1. And since Leia mentioned it, I'm just going to go ahead and say, where the hell are those hoses at? There's a red one and a white one, but red and green is suggested, but that's okay. Red and white is good for now. And starts. They want this hose stuck outside the house at least about 5 feet.
We'll just leave this here.
That's it.